And today we will talk about 10 most common mistakes I do observe as the nutrition therapist, which everyone makes while transitioning to healthy eating. First is obsession with clean eating. If you are too strict on your diet, this will lead to binge eating in 99%. There is a Pareto rule, which basically means 80% of our action brings 20% of the result. We can adjust this rule to healthy eating as well. The most important part is 80% of your diet is clean, and then 20% could be your fun foods, because we always have to address not only physical hunger but also the emotional hunger. And the more we work on it, the more we could have this 20% of the emotional hunger will be addressed by healthy foods as well. But this is a long journey, and don't start doing it since day one. You always want to have this 80-20 rule and have the space in your life for the fun food. So it's not only work, it's also fun as well. The second rule is completely cutting out sweets. Never ever try to cut sweet taste completely from your diet, especially for women, but men as well, because we as the babies, as the humanity, the first thing we taste is breast milk, and breast milk has a sweet taste. So cutting the sweet taste from our diet will not be beneficial for anyone. That's why you have to find the healthy options of the sweet taste and incorporate them into your diet proactively. What do I mean by healthy option of sweet taste? Not everyone knows, but dairy product, good quality dairy product with zero amount of sugar in their ingredient list will have the sweet taste. Shrimps will have the sweet taste. And of course, these are our fruits, our root vegetables, honey, maple syrup. So try to find things which will work for you and include them into your diet that will help you to run the marathon long term. The third mistake is avoiding complex carbohydrates. We still could see nowadays that people are afraid of complex carbohydrates because they will make them fat. This is completely not true. Allow at least 1/4 of your plate for breakfast and for lunch filled in with your whole grains, your beans, your whole grain pasta, your whole grain bread. This is so important, especially if you're the woman between your 20s and 50s. This is the part of your diet which you should never miss. The fourth mistake is blindly following strict diets. What do I mean by this? You never know how many patients I have seen who have been following the keto protocol themselves, or who have been following autoimmune protocol themselves. Even though these protocols could bring real benefits sometimes, this is not the diet you should put yourself on without seeing a nutritionist, a dietitian, or your doctor. This is so important, because if you know keto protocol has been invented to work with people who have epilepsy, it's not for everyone out there, and you need to know the rules, how to follow this diet protocol, and the most important, how to come back to the normal way of eating. So please don't do it. Start with the healthy plate method. This is your way to go if you want to start the path of the healthy eating. Don't just put yourself on anything which will cut out food groups from your diet for a long time. The fifth mistake I see all the time is labeling food to be good or bad. This is I see almost every day, and please don't do it. Don't put this labels on food. The only bad food out there is the food which could make you sick because it's spoiled or because you're allergic to this food. In the last case, that basically means it's not an appropriate food for you. It's not an appropriate food for you. And always keep in mind that we have to work on our physical health, and at the same time we have to take care of our emotional health. The sixth mistake is eating raw veggie salads for dinner. We all know that salads are so amazing. We need to get enough fiber. It's everywhere. Everyone would tell it to you. But please don't just eat raw salad for dinner, because it will make you even more hungry at 10 or 11 p.m. and you will go to your fridge and have your candy, have a piece of cake, have pasta, which we really don't need it at 10 or 11 p.m. So try to work on your dinners and try to make your dinners satisfying. What do I mean by this? Your dinner should consist from cooked non-starchy vegetables with healthy fats and with easy digestible protein. Easy digestible protein will be your eggs, your fish, it could be beans sometimes as well. So please stop eating huge bowls of raw salads for dinner. It will not bring you satisfaction and it will cause hunger later in the evening. The seventh mistake which so many people make is snacking on fruit. The seventh mistake I see is snacking only on fruit. There are so many people out there who think if they go to Tesco, they buy a banana and this is the best snack they could have because fruits are healthy for us and we should have 5 fruits a day. That's not true. Because what will happen with snacking only on fruit is that our sugar levels in our blood will go very high, our insulin will go very high, and then our blood sugar will drop quite rapidly, which will cause at this time us feeling more hungry, we will feel less energized, and we will crave sweets. So we will try to find sweets very hard to bring our blood sugar up again. So stop snacking on fruit. If you still like fruit, try to choose something with not high sugar content and add nuts to it. If you pair your fruit with healthy fats from nuts, it will help your blood sugar to stay more stable. The eighth mistake I always see is forcing yourself to eat healthy foods. Please, if you don't like broccoli, do not eat broccoli. There's so much vegetables out there, not only broccoli. If you don't like chickpeas, don't eat chickpeas. Try to eat beans, try to eat lentils. So this is important that in every food group you eat some. So this is important that you receive foods from every food group. But you should not eat every single healthy food out there if you don't like it. Try to choose something which you really find tasty and build your diet based on this. The ninth mistake is overusing healthy sweets and fat-free products. You never know how many calories it is in your favorite protein bar. Sometimes there are protein bars out there which could really be the substitution for the real lunch. So if you have the opportunity to eat real foods, please try and eat real foods. Fat-free dairy will not bring you any good because usually for the product to be sold to a lot of people, it should be tasty. And if we remove fat, it's much less tasty. So usually the producers would add sugar or something else there, so the product is not natural anymore and it consists of the ingredients we don't want to be in our body. So please try to eat real food. This is so important. You never know how many calories are out there, how many empty calories sometimes are out there in the healthy sweets and fat-free products as they claim them. And the 10th, don't replace wheat flour with rice flour. There are so many people now saying about the gluten is bad for us, and yes, gluten can be quite harmful for a lot of people, but rice flour is not any good instead of the wheat flour if you don't have a celiac disease or high sensitivity to gluten. Why? Because rice flour is still highly processed flour and it could have quite high levels of arsenicum as well, which wheat flour does not have. So try to go for the more healthy flours. What do I mean by healthy flours? Flours which will have much more protein content in them compared to rice flour. This will be a buckwheat flour, a chickpea flour, a lentil flour, an almond flour. So explore all the ranges out there and not just go switch to rice flour because it is gluten-free. I hope this has been helpful. I really enjoyed spending this time with you. Write all the questions in the comments. I'm Anna Kuznetsova, Nikolife nutrition therapist, and if you want to look at your diet holistically and find the ways how you can improve this, you can have a free discovery call with me. Just WhatsApp me or leave the comment under the video. Have a great day, everyone.